So stop it. I want you to stop what you are doing. Do not use ChatGPT to write your blog post. I'm going to tell you why in this video. So let's get into this. Hi and welcome back to the channel. So I'm going to jump on the topic again of ChatGPT, and for one reason only. I've been seeing this going global and viral and trendy, whatever you want to call it, over the past few weeks in our industry, and for all the wrong reasons. Now, if you don't know what it is, ChatGPT is a tool that's part of the OpenAI artificial intelligence software that's out there, and they brought a section out or a product of it called ChatGPT. Now, you can use this for a number of reasons, and like I say, I've done a video on it very recently where I'm using its intelligence to actually create some really catchy headlines. In fact, this tool is so popular, their server even crashed the other day. They have had millions and millions of people sign up to use this tool in the last few days, and it's just incredible to see how a product can actually go viral and trend. And that's incredible, and good on them for doing that, that's fine. But what I have noticed is a disturbing number of videos popping up on YouTube and blog posts ranking in the SERPs already for terms like how to write a blog post using ChatGPT. Or inside the tool itself, people are typing, write me 1,000-word blog post on, and they're letting ChatGPT pump out a blog post. Now, this is what I find very, very disturbing. Now, I do know when people get into blogging, often there's a financial reason behind that. They want an extra income coming in, they want to quickly earn some online money passively or as a part-time venture, and I get the temptation to do shortcuts. And technically, this is what ChatGPT is. Now, ChatGPT is like any other artificial software. It uses information that's already out there to give you an answer. And what you're doing is basically, I'm not going to say regurgitating information, but you are using information that is old news. It's old information that's already out there. What I want people to do is create original pieces of content. I want you to be the one who creates that original piece of content that everybody else wants to read, follow, link, and share. Now, there is no substitute on this planet for having a human writer, experienced and knowledgeable in a topic, write you an original piece of content. It is what the search engines are there for, to provide users with fresh, new, interesting and up-to-date information. And that's what these tools cannot do. So let me give you a kind of an example, maybe a little bit far off example, but it's an example. Think of an orchestra. You have the musicians in the orchestra, and they play the notes that the conductor tells them to do. And then the conductor gets those notes from the composer. So the composer is the person that everybody is following. Everybody rallies around and works towards what that composer has written. So think of it as an AI and original content. You want to be the composer. You want to be the person who writes that original piece of content that everybody else follows, replays, rewrites, links to, references to. You want to be the original person. You don't necessarily want to be the orchestra who is just repeating and replaying the old music that's been out there for many, many years. You want that fresh, new, exciting piece of content that everybody will want to follow along and read. Now, I am not downing and dissing ChatGPT. I absolutely love it, and I think the capabilities of it far exceed anything to do with blogging. I think it's technically wise going to be one of the biggest revelations the next 5 or 10 years is going to see. And I think it is incredibly useful, but it cannot write an original piece of content. There are many ways you can use it, but do not type into ChatGPT, write me 1,000-word blog post on can rabbits eat lettuce. Crap like that is just not going to rank. It's not going to do well. It's not a good business strategy for you and your business, and you're not going to really be proud of what you're producing. Now, I know many of you might say, it's okay for you to say, Carl, you have a team of writers, you may have a little bit of money behind you to do that. You can get that original piece of content. I can't. Well, that is just total. If you're saying that from day one, that you cannot write an original piece of content, then I would suggest you don't enter into this business. Because if you're just here for a quick buck or to shortcut, it will only lead to disappointment and failure. Because at the end of the day, there is technology out there that is searching for people like you. There's technology out there that's looking for unhelpful, rubbish, garbage, whatever you want to call it, pieces of content. And it is not a good strategy for your website. So please stop using ChatGPT to pump out content in bulk, in mass, at the press of a button. It is not going to work. By all means, use ChatGPT, but use it in a creative manner. Give it some commands and some instructions that you might not have ever thought of before. Think outside of the box. Use it, test it, and use it on your blog post, but don't write complete articles using that tool. So sorry if it's a bit of a rant. I do feel passionately about this, and like I say, the amount of videos that's ranking in YouTube at the moment for how to write a blog post using ChatGPT is scary. And like I say, I don't want my audience, I don't want you guys to follow down that rabbit hole and lead yourself into a world of trouble. Be the original composer of that piece of music and let people listen to it for years to come. In a blog sense, you know what I mean. So thanks for joining me. I'll see you in the next video.